We got news that Multiverses is being canceled after everything that they worked on. They've added so many characters in this game. They were building this game up. Now, we knew it was never going to be up to Smash Bros.'s level. Like, we know that. But at least have something to compete with it. Like, they had a very good roster. I wasn't mad at the roster that they had, and the game was actually pretty fun. And they like I said, they built all this stuff up. They added in new characters from a whole bunch of different shows and movies, and they up and canceled it. Now, I don't know why they did that, because the game was building up to be something great. But I feel like, and this goes with business, if it's not making enough revenue of what the top business people are seeing, because all they're seeing is the numbers, I highly doubt that the big timers are not playing or at the are going at the lowest level playing these games. All they want to see is what the sales are going to be, what the numbers are. If the numbers are not adding up to what they want, cut it off. We're going to start something new. And I'm like, bro, no, you got to give this time to cook. Like, it's getting to a point where with this new generation of gaming, big corporations are coming in and making executive decisions and not really listening or caring what the consumer is wanting. Now, I'm looking at this from a business standpoint. Which is fair. Yeah, you got to look at it from that angle, but you can't keep changing it up, because you gotta give us what we want as consumers. So you gotta listen to us too. Sales are important, yes, but I don't know. I just feel like these big corporations now, it's not what it used to be. It's definitely not what it used to be back in the 2010s or the early not 90s, but the early 2000s. Mid 2000s. Microtransactions like ruin some of these games, not some, most. And it's getting to a point where it's like the money is overtaking the joy of the game. It's not what it used to be anymore. The fun is going out now. So we really got to be more better. We really got to be careful with that. Yeah, and speaking of another canceled game, we was about to get Wonder Woman. What happened to that? That would have been dope. I don't know. Again, these big corporations are thinking only of sales and the money and the revenue. This game could have been dope too. Like, DC, bro, DC, DC, and that's a whole another tangent, but I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna just say this: DC is teetering. Superman has got to save it. If this movie does not do, just like Ubisoft, if this Superman does not do well when it comes out, DC, it's a wrap for you, bro. This movie gotta land. It's gotta land. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they closed this project out. Wonder Woman would have been a dope game. You could have brought the fighting mechanics of Batman into Wonder Woman, or it would have been dope. I don't know. Yeah, like. If you pay attention of last year of Suicide Squad game, that game was trash, garbaggio, straight dumpster juice. They were so focused on, okay, we got to try something new, and I get it. You don't want the games to all be the same, so I get a little bit of change, but they completely veered off from what Rocksteady was made of. And it was a Rocksteady game, which I was completely surprised of. Don't ever give us Suicide Squad again. Y'all went straight Avengers. And y'all know how ass Avengers was. Don't ever do that again. They were looking at the transactions and they were looking at the money wise. They were adding so many different things in there that was completely different from what Rockstar was doing. Not Rockstar, Rocksteady was doing. We got 3 good Batman games. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, which was the best one, Arkham Knight. Suicide Squad could have been a banger. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was at all. So yeah, just like pay attention to how these studios are changing because of these games have now gotten so big. Major corporations and companies are looking at this like, oh, this is a sale. Just like music. But games back then weren't as big to where you need some type of deadline to where and the game just won't be good. Now, I don't really know the details of everything. I'm just spitting out what comes to mind, what I think is going on. But yeah, I can definitely see a turn in this generation of gaming, and these microtransactions are not it. Now, you can do microtransactions. I'm not saying don't do that, but like if your game is completely filled with that and nothing but that, and your previous games have not been that at all, don't do that. Don't do that. You can only, I will say the only thing that's microtransactionable is Fortnite, 2K. Everything else, I don't want to have to buy. I want to, when you give me a $60, $70 game, $70, excuse me. It's about to be 90 with these tariffs. But anyway, if you give me an expensive game, I expect to get my money's worth. Now you gonna get bugs and glitches or whatever. That's we've gotten that before. But I don't want an incomplete game. I don't want a game that has to be patched several different times throughout the year just for it to be fixed. I don't want no microtransactions. I don't want none of that. I want a good game. Mind you, this is coming from a single player guy too. I love story. I love single player. I don't really play multiplayer like that. I'll make exceptions, but oh, another thing, big multiplayer game come out. I completely forgot. Monster Hunter Wilds. Shout out to all the Monster Hunter Wilds, Monster Hunter fans out there. I know y'all are heavy in this game. So kudos to y'all. Go at it. Have fun. Now, I did hear mixed reviews though. I've been hearing the game is good, but I've also been hearing it be crashing a lot. It's a lot of bugs in there. So it's definitely going to be some patches to that. No, that's pretty much it.